a bit of the gear that I'm taking away on a Sambar hunting trip into Victoria. So I'm flying, I live in Perth, so I'm flying out of Perth tomorrow, meeting up with a friend of mine who's already in Victoria, and we're going fairly remote up into the Vic High country, up into the Great Dividing Range for 10 days to go and chase some Sambar deer. So we're pretty sort of self-sufficient in there, and look, this is what I take with me. Yeah, everyone's it's a little different and have different requirements. I've got a fair bit of Stony Creek gear that I take with me. This is just some of the a couple of micro or E-Tech shirts, I think they're called. Just that micro mesh stuff. So just when they're a little bit warmer this time of year, it's October, so the things will be starting to heat up a bit there. They're just like a white stroke pullover, a couple of shirts. Same with the pants. I take two pairs of pants again. One's that E-Tech mesh, so for the really hot days, that lets it's got heaps of vents and it's just all fairly lightweight stuff. And then I've got another set of the micro tough ones, the thicker ones, Stony Creek again. Keep a little bit wetter, drier on some of those wet days. I've gone and got a couple of pairs of thermals. So I went and got some of the Hunt Tech thermals. They're compression thermals. So these will be really good, especially for at the end of the day to probably put on just to sort of recirculate that blood around the muscles and everything. And I'm probably not as fit as I'd like to have been for this trip. I've got a fair bit of training for it, but I'm not as fit as I would have liked to have been. Then I just got a couple of pairs of Polypro, top and bottom Polypro thermals just to wear out as well during the day. Just a couple of t-shirts, just some of that from the disposal shop, the Midland disposal shop, where they sell the army syrup and stuff. And that's just a Spiker camo t-shirt as well. So I just bought a few t-shirts because I'm, although it is going to be fairly cool. The forecasting is saying it's going to be around sort of about -1, -2 at nights, but in the daytime we're going to be about 13 to 14 degrees. But we're going to be walking a fair bit, so we're going to be doing a fair bit of exercise. And then I've got a Spiker Valley jacket. I hadn't tried this before. I took it away camping a couple of weeks ago with the kids. We just went down south and it rained a bit. So I was wearing that around in the rain, and it actually kept me pretty dry. It packs down pretty light. So it's not a bad outer shell for this time of the year. And then I also got this is actually from New Zealand. It's a backcountry brand. It's a 3/4 sort of like bush shirt, really. 3/4 sleeve bush shirt. So the reason I like it is the sleeves don't go all the way down, obviously. So it's being 3/4 sleeve, so it gets it out of the road, and especially if you're mucking around with deer and stuff, you don't have to roll your sleeves or anything else. Stuff. And it's really warm, super warm. So super warm layer that one. And then I really didn't scrimp on some of the socks. I got Bridgedale, pretty much about 80% merino and socks. So you got to look after your feet. And then I also bought a couple of pairs of just sock liners, just to put on, just to keep your feet nice and dry if we can, and just wick away the moisture. Beanie, just a couple of different hats, just a cap and a army sort of boonie hat. And it's a bit of clothing. Footwear, I've got a pair of Scarpa boots that I'm trying out this time. They seem to be really comfy. The good thing I like about them, they've got like a twin lace system, so the lace or twin locking system on the laces, so you can actually do up the laces, the sort of the top of your foot. You can put a separate tension on that than you can all the way up here, up to the coming up your ankle. So if you've got a wider foot and you want to have a looser around your ankle or whatever, you can adjust the tension differently. So that's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I've just got some super lightweight Crocs and stuff. I'm going to be doing a fair bit of water crossings. So these are great. They weigh nothing, so just to have on the pack. And I can't stand walking around with feet all day. So that'll be fun. And then just at night times around the camp, I'm just going to. I've got a pair of Billabong. I've had these for years. Just Billabong boots to keep things warm. I don't fancy wearing the hiking boots or whatever in the camp either. Just a real good webbing belt. It's got a Velcro, so it's just hold pants up and put stuff on it really. Fleece lined gloves. I just bought these online on eBay actually. They're super warm. They're cheap as. I can't remember what I paid for them. They're like $20. But they're super warm. As far as the gear goes, I've had to keep everything as lightweight as I can. Obviously, with spending a fair bit of time over there, I got to take all my sleeping gear and everything over. And I toyed with a few different ideas, but I ended up going with actually a hiking tent. So this is a Banshee, just a super lightweight little hiking tent. Packs down nice and small, compression straps and everything all on it. And alloy poles. I've camped a couple of nights in it, tried it out, and it's actually surprisingly roomy for a tiny little tent. I've got a Kathmandu Pathfinder sleeping bag. It's rated down to -15. Again, super small, goose down, which is pretty good. So I'm going to give that a good crack. So again, slept a few nights in that last weekend when we were camping with the kids, and yeah, I was super warm. This is again another Kathmandu sleeping mat. This is one of those 3-season. It weighs under 1 kilo. It's yeah, self-inflating mattress, so it'll keep you comfy. And this is a little hiking stretcher. Again, it only weighs about 1.2 kilos. But keeps me up off the ground. It's alloy poles and everything. It's again, I bought this online actually, but super small. And I've had a few issues with my back over the years, so this will just add that extra bit of comfort. For me, pretty much comfort's king. So you don't want to be. I certainly don't want to be after a couple of days feeling like I can't get up and move around. So that's quite important. Where we are, we're going to be beside a fairly good river, so I'm actually taking a little Daiwa Airport V2 Black Label travel rod, a little 3-piece rod. I've used it. It's probably a bit of an overkill for the trout we're going to catch, but it's the smallest thing I've got to pack down. Yeah, great for it'll be great for catching trout. And a little Shimano Stella 2500 reel. So there'll be a few trout in there that we'll catch. So that'll be good. Make a bit of a change. Onto these Garmin InReaches. They're amazing product. They work off a Iridium satellite network. So text messaging, you can send send and receive messages to mobile phones and email addresses. It's got all topo maps on it, and it's also got an SOS function. So if you do get into strife and push the button and someone will come and rescue you. So yeah, really good device, great for keeping in touch with the family. This will be handy just to be able to keep in touch with them and send messages and keep in contact with people, which is important. Really good 5-watt radio. We've all got these, really important. To keep in contact. And then I've got a little lure pole, the RX 750 rangefinder. I've had a bit of play around with it. This is the first trip that I'm going to be using it on. Pretty happy with it so far. It's got a TBR, which is actually an acronym for True Ballistic Range, which measures the total distance taking into consideration the angle of the shot. So if you're shooting up an incline or a decline, it'll actually count for that and tell you what the true ballistic range is. So quite a little handy device. We're going to be doing a bit of glassing onto some of the faces when we're sort of up fairly high. So this will come in handy for that. I've got some Leupold Mackenzie binoculars. They weren't expensive. They were about $350 or something. I paid $400 I paid for them. But I'm pretty happy with them. I've been using them out at the range, and looking at targets from 500 metres away was pretty good, and the clarity on them was good, and light transfer was good as well. And I've got them sitting in one of the S4 gear cases, so S4 performance gear cases, or harnesses. So goes over the back, drops down, everything's all attached, nice and compact. Just a pair of Spiker Gators, just to keep everything sort of charged up. I've got a little Signet 20,000 mAh power bank, and we can charge it off solar or off the full drive battery. Headlamp. This is a wisdom lamp. I've never seen these sort of at retail anywhere, but a good friend of mine, Terry Churchton, thanks Terry by the way, he's given me this to try out. It's actually an underground miner's cap lamp, but it's just clips on and off this little head strap. They're super awesome. I've used them before. This is a new one. So yeah, Terry's Tasman Safety and Training, so there's a plug. Yeah, really good. That'll stay in my pack the whole time pretty much. Ammo box, full ammo for the 308. And then that's pretty much it. I've got a couple of really good knives. This is a gardener knife, handmade knives from a guy in South Australia. My father-in-law actually picked this up for my birthday this year. It's a beautiful knife and really well weighted, Damascus steel, and actually you can find him on Twitter. Actually, he's an amazing knife maker. So I've got that, and then this is a backup. I've got out of my homeland, out of New Zealand, it's a sword knife, just as a backup. Nice and lightweight. Pretty good sort of knife skinning and sort of fleshing things out. So. First aid kit I've got as well, which I'll take you through. So I've just got some Benadine, just an antiseptic liquid, just to help with clearing out any nasties from your wounds, some burn aids, some stingos, just as in gel formats. I got some DEET 95 repellent. This stuff's pretty good for pretty much all sorts of nasty little critters. Some wound wash, some Barocco, compression bandage. I suffer from a bit of asthma, so I've got a asthma preventative normal inhaler and another refill for the normal inhaler. A couple of bandages, some sterile gauze strips or swabs, assortment of painkillers, Panadol, codeine, some Panadol Forte, some hay fever pills and stuff in there. This is a great little thing, a little instant cold pack. Just squeeze it basically, and the little crystals inside all sort of turn into a sort of a fairly icy gel. A little conforming bandage, some roll of medical tape, couple of just dressings. One's a 10 per 10 and one's a 7.5 per 10. Some wound wipes, scissors. There's just alcohol wipes, scissors, just a little pair of tweezers, just some generic little like finger bandages. These are cool little picks, just to get any splinters and stuff out of your fingers. Safety pins, and that's about it. That all fits into this little case here, and all goes into my pack, so that'll live in the day pack for the whole time we're out there. Gerber bone saw, just a folding bone saw, just to, if we do get any just decent sized stags, I'm probably not going to be able to sort of do a lot with them other than skull capping, to be honest, and be able to bring the antlers home. So that's pretty good for about it. I've got a couple of cameras. So I've got GoPros sitting here, a little Panasonic handheld that I'm taking with me as well, and then I've got a couple of bags of sort of charging gear and cables for everything. The pack I've got's a 45 litre spiker pack. Spent a fair bit of time sort of looking around what to get, what was available. There's not a lot of stuff available here in WA, so it's sort of, even if you buy some good like it's east. But we're pretty happy with this. It's good size, I suppose. It's an 8 packet. So the rifle taking the 308. It's the Tikka T3 in a light barrel with a 6x18 to 50 Mirpro, the Opta Mirpro scope on it. So it's I'm comfortably shooting at 500 metres, hitting targets at the range of 500 metres with a bit of crosswind. So not that I'll probably take a shot at that far out in the field, but I know that it's capable of doing it, and I can comfortably do it as well. So, but that coupled with the rangefinder is certainly going to help. But yeah, it's the rifle weighs like, it's only, I just can't remember. I'll put it up on the screen. Super light, but I haven't really done much to it other than sticking a Harris pod on it, bipod on it, our oversized bolt knob, and just changed out the grip, and put put a 5-shot mag into it, so, and that's about it. But yeah, really light, and I spent a fair bit of time putting a few rounds through it. There's probably something I've left out or forgotten. There's probably something that I find that I don't need, which is always the way. But I guess, you know, the more trips you go on, the more you refine, and the more you get better at it. So thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned. We'll hopefully get some good footage and put it up for everyone to have a look at.